Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly,
Erik. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
What if
I'm the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hap Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I am joined by
Erik, sorry.
Oh, nice. Kelly.
Jason.
and Rick.
I think we started last week's podcast with a burp also.
Yeah, I took a sip of soda every time, and I think, oh, it's gonna take longer for the intro, and then it's like,
Well,
oh,
why
shit,
do you have to burp?
because I'm drinking soda.
Because
So
the
I
bubbly
drink
inside the
soda, and the
soda
first
makes them
sip's not like,
burp.
"Wah."
Yeah, but you have a lady throat and a lady stomach. It's not the same.
Oh,
I have like caveman stuff that burps a lot.
This week we watched The Lost World: Jurassic Park, directed by Steven Spielberg, written by Michael Crichton.
I think it's just Crichton.
Crichton? Yeah, probably. Yeah, whatever. David Cope, starring.
Wow, Steven. You're all over the place.
I'm doing real good. Starring Jeff Goldblum, Julianne Moore, and Pete Postlewaite. Postlewaite. Who the fuck is that?
No, it's
Just say
pasta
Pete
waste.
Tibideox.
Tibideox. Oh man. IMDb synopsis. The research team is
I told you I was doing as good as you.
A research team.
Found a lot of dinosaurs.
A research team is sent to the Jurassic Park Site B Island to study dinosaurs there, while an engine team approaches with another agenda. So what you guys think? I'm fucking done with the podcast. I'm going to walk away now. I'm done, guys. See you later.
Sit down and walk away.
light it on
Going
fire.
home. I would take my ball and go home, but I am home, so I can't do that. So what you guys think?
Oh, you just get out of here.
Just the fuck out of my house. Just some
Just
bitch.
get. I'm not drunk, I swear.
I'm fine.
Well, you knew it was going to go wrong when they sent people out there with bows and arrows.
Is this Turok? What the fuck?
You said there was an engine team.
I hate you so much.
Jason.
I hate you.
So Jason, Xeno remark aside, I don't know. I feel like this is probably the
I broke myself.
the worst out of the Jurassic Park series.
Oh, man. Have you seen Jurassic Park 3?
I have.
It wasn't very good.
It wasn't. It wasn't.
It was worse than this one.
But we're gonna have to
Ricky,
get to
have
that
you
when we
seen
get to it.
Goodfellas?
Haven't seen what?
Goodfellas.
No.
You mean
How have you
tell
not
me
seen
that
Goodfellas?
you've seen Jurassic Park 3, the turdining,
Yeah.
the turd, but you haven't seen Goodfellas?
Yeah, I've also have never watched The Godfather all the way through.
That's a long movie. That's more.
Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
haven't.
I've never.
I've
even
also
seen
never
Goodfellas.
watched
2,
Saving Private
3,
Ryan all the
no.
way through. I
Trying
always
to-
fall asleep.
I'm trying to think if Goodfellas would even be, if we'd be even able to watch that movie and talk about it.
Oh God, no.
Why not?
I think so. There's nothing. I mean,
As long as nobody talks like any of the guys on there, we'll probably be all right. Jason and Ricky.
I'd be more worried about Jason, but we should be fine. There's not, it's a great movie, and they're
Yeah.
just like, it's got like a, an Irish guy who does the typical Irish thing, and he gets drunk and kills everybody.
I think
I'm-
that might
I'm
be
joking.
skewing the Irish a little bit. I don't think they always kill people when they're drunk.
Oh man, we got to watch Boondock Saints also.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay,
Ricky's.
those are two
I gotta
bad
say,
examples of Irish people being drunk and killing people.
They weren't drunk when they were killing people, all right? Later on in the movie.
Later on, that's because they sobered
yeah.
up. It took them so long to get everybody dead. That was good popper English.
Popper
do you
English.
guys ever wish?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever wish that you had like a digitized list of every bit of like media you've consumed you could look at?
Yeah, that would be great.
I want to see Ricky's paper.
There would be
Okay,
tons
Oh
of
my
Family
God.
Guy.
no
lots-
porn, none of that. That should be off of the list. Like
Oh,
for
well,
me,
that
I've
just-
seen The Grope Father,
My list
which
just went
is like
way
a Godfather
down.
thing. It turned out it was on the internet. It's not as good, because it's just like weird.
It was an independent
Anyways,
film.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it was about this like priest. Anyways, I'm not gonna get into it. So anyhow, I want to see Ricky's because I swear, like Ricky's got like Caveman and the Crusher, like some weird B movie nobody's ever seen before, and then nothing. Like he's never seen Back to the Future, probably.
No, I've seen Back to the Future.
Have you
Which
seen
one?
1, 2,
All
and
of them.
3?
All of them.
Even the fourth one?
I've seen them
Okay.
all. I don't know how many there are.
Damn it, Jason.
Ricky, did you just start watching them after you seen Rick and Morty?
I can't remember how fucking many of I've seen them like years and years and years and years ago.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
You see?
You see?
He's got the weirdest,
see?
like, it's just, I'm saying, he's got like the weirdest collection of movies and TV shows that he's watched because they don't make any sense. Like, he's seen Jurassic Park 2,
Uh-huh.
but not any classics like Goodfellas.
No.
And that movie
You
comes
know?
on the air all the damn time.
Seems
so.
like it'd be too long and too boring, I think, is usually what I end up going off on that.
You don't like mobster movies?
I mean, I do, but I don't like them to last like 3 fucking hours.
It's not long. I know. I don't. It's not long at all.
Goodfellas is like an hour and maybe it might be. It would be. I would be surprised if it was more than 90 minutes.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't at least a 2-hour movie.
Well, it's definitely not slow either.
And the whole thing's full of like Joe
Two-
Pesci killing people.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, you see, boom.
It's a long movie.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. It's a long fucking movie. That's why I probably
But it doesn't
never
seem that
bothered
way,
watching
'cause
it.
Good movie. Though.
I don't necessarily like long movies. You
Yeah,
know?
That's
Ricky, you
that's
should
a
give it a
long
shot
fucking
because
movie.
it doesn't seem like. Honestly, if you had to ask me how long it was, I'd say like 75 minutes.
Yeah,
is
but
not
I
a
mean,
Disney movie.
That's
It's
the
not a
same
Disney
thing everyone
movie.
always says, about, like The Godfather and shit like that, and Saving Private Ryan.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's they're good movies. Like you just gotta just watch them through. And I'm like, yeah,
It's
no.
different than The Godfather, man. It's totally like it's a.
Yeah, it's.
You're not talking about the mob bosses in Goodfellas. You're talking about the fucking muscle, the guys who blow
Yeah.
cars up and fucking
Stab dudes in the trunk.
protect fucking
Why the hell
shake
would you
people
do
down
it
for
in the
protection
fucking
money.
trunk? Now you got evidence all over your trunk.
You put plastic in the trunk.
It was
duh.
his own trunk. I don't know.
You burned the car too. Come on.
You take him out of the trunk, and then you bury him in a cornfield after you beat him and his brother with a baseball bat.
And then you can watch Goodfellas 2, the Casino, or did Casino come first? I don't remember. I think Casino came second, right?
Yeah, Casino was second.
I don't know, where was the one where that guy had the crazy, dope addict wife, and they brought those 2 dudes out there and they beat him to death? Well, they didn't beat him to death, but, they beat him
That
with baseball
totally
bats.
sounds like Casino.
That was Casino.
No, Casino. Yeah, I've seen that.
That one's got James
Did you
Woods
like
in it, Ricky.
Casino?
Yeah, I like that movie.
Do you think he knows?
If you like Casino, then
He
you
knows
like
who James
Goodfellas
Woods is.
way
Okay.
better.
because he rarely
Unless the
knows
only-
the name.
Unless the only part of Casino that you liked was Joe Pesci shoving Sharon Stone's head in his
Damn it.
crotch.
Well, I mean, that was a nice scene,
Unless that's
too.
the only part you liked, you'll love Goodfellas. There's no head shoving in crotches, but the rest of
No.
it is all about the same. Joe Pesci's going nuts, blowing shit up, shooting people, beating
Yeah.
people to death. It's great.
Yeah, I've also never seen Scarface, ever.
Yeah, I think I watched the part up until they had the chainsaw
In the
in a
bathtub.
bathroom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was like, why are they going to try and cut down trees in the bathroom? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I think
That
I
guy's got to
think-
have a huge dick if they're going to have to cut it in half with a chainsaw.
Yeah, I think
Kelly.
the most of the Scarface I've ever seen is what they've parodied on Family Guy.
Well, of course.
And
Anything that was on
else.
Family Guy, you'll
Yeah.
definitely have seen something on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, why can't they just make a Family Guy or Futurama version of everything? You know what I mean? It's like I definitely watch them.
Because it's only a half
That's
hour
actually,
long.
you know, guys, I got to
Exactly.
say, out of all the ideas Ricky's had, that's not a bad one.
At least when we could get Ricky to watch all these movies without bitching
Yeah.
about it.
Well, yeah, especially seeing as how it's all condensed down to half hour to an hour. I mean, the Family Guy Star Wars movies, like shows are a little bit longer.
Those are like hour and a half.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like they're a little bit longer. They're like an hour instead of the half hour. You know what I mean?
I want to see them do Atlas Shrugged, and then Ricky's like, "Oh, that's a good show." Be like, "What the fuck? How did they make that funny?"
I mean, honestly, he'll find a way, because that's just what Seth MacFarlane does.
Who?
Seth MacFarlane,
Who is that?
creator of Family Guy.
I've never heard of him. Is he in anything else?
Ted.
Wait, so he's Marky Mark?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's the only. I don't remember anybody else in that movie. He's definitely not Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
The Orville.
Have you actually watched The Orville?
I've watched some of it. Yeah.
Are you talking about the Orville?
It's a good movie.
No, that's
Or show, I mean, not movie.
Yeah, it's a show.
Yeah, season 2 is on episode 2 now.
Yeah, I've heard. Second season
who is
got
he
a
in
lot
the
better.
Orville?
It is.
Yeah.
Like right away it got better. Anyways, if we could see a list of movies we watch, Ricky would be like, "Yeah, I've never seen any of these." Like, and we could be like, "Dude, that was our movie last Sunday." He'd be like, "Yeah, I never watched that."
I mean, that's all relative. I mean, like, what's your definition of watching? You know what I mean? Because watching can be like loosely defined. You know what I mean?
It's like Kelly and I.
It's like when you're watching your
we
little
tried
brother,
to watch it. We watched this
and he
movie
just so
in like
happens
30.
to fall in the pool and drown.
More
You know
like
what I
3
mean?
second
You're
increments.
still here. He must have got you out in time. Or wait, did you have a younger brother?
We're not talking about that.
Wait, Steve, do you guys have a younger brother?
Not that I know of.
I'm thinking they might have.
We're not talking about that right now.
Exactly.
Okay. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, so but who is Seth MacFarlane, the Orville?
Uh-huh.
No, who is he?
Yeah.
He's the whole ship?
Uh-huh.
He is the ship.
Yeah.
It's the voice of the ship?
Well, no, he actually is the ship.
For the time.
They actually
Oh.
filmed this inside of some guy.
Or how long?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like Anatomy Park.
There it is.
Oh, all right. Yeah, because I mean, like that show's got some great people playing in it, like the strong lady, the little tiny lady that's a strong lady. She does a pretty good job, and then the captain's a pretty good actor too. So's the security guy.
I like the pilot. I think the pilot's pretty funny.
The both of them. They make a great pair, those two. The pilot and the engineer.
Oh my god,
that
that's
always
who I
hang out.
meant by the security guy. For some reason, I thought he was the
The security guard's
guy.
a strong lady.
The strong
lady.
chick.
I know. I meant when I said the security guy, I meant the red-haired
The pilot guy.
pilot dude. Yeah, that guy's hilarious.
So how do you think that security guard chick would fare up against a velociraptor?
She'd fucking destroy it.
She would destroy it.
Break its fucking face off.
Just
Well,
fucking
she probably
pick one
wouldn't be
up and just
stupid
use
enough
it
to
as
go in the woods. Like, how come nobody shoots at the fucking dinosaurs?
I don't think any of them really had guns other than tranks, except for that one guy.
They
Who in the fuck would go onto a desert?
They
onto a
literally
fucking
all
dinosaur
had
island?
guns. Do you remember seeing them while they're all sleeping? Every single one of them had guns.
Huh.
There
you
wasn't
see,
a person
it's
out there that
actually-
didn't have a gun.
Yeah, well, okay. Well, you see, it's actually a little known fact that's been hidden by paleontologists. Dinosaurs are actually resistant to bullets.
They're resistant, but they're not immune. All right, they can still take
and the
damage.
resistant borders immunity.
No, resistance is half
No.
damage. That's all it is.
Yeah.
No, this is I'm a resistance with what's it called?
I tell you what, though, if you're shooting those fucking dinosaurs with
not that,
308 rounds,
Advantage. There it is.
they're going into. They're gonna fucking kill those dinosaurs.
Well, I mean, honestly, in real life, that's what would happen. They would just literally go through and they would just napalm all the fucking islands, killing everything on it, and then just have a bunch of gunners and like helicopters, and they would just go through and just like annihilate every living creature on that fucking like on all.
Well, I mean, that's how
islands.
Steve Irwin died. He was trying to have sex with a T-Rex, and then he got killed.
Well, yeah, I
Damn
mean,
it.
that's all. I mean, honestly, it was the whole stingray thing was just a conspiracy cover up.
I know. All the stuff
yeah.
he did with animals, and he got hit by a stingray car. I don't believe that shit.
No, I don't. I mean, like, You had no
Boy,
reason
Buck
to even
Crocky.
be on that motorway anyways.
He's coming right for us.
You know?
He's like, I can't do the fucking accent. He's like, I can't get my finger out of this croc's ass. Here comes the car.
Damn it. Oh.
Fucking shit.
Well, I think the reason they didn't blow everything up was because they wanted to capture everything,
Well,
right?
the investors and all that kind of shit from that In Need or whatever it was, Inique.
Engine?
Yeah, okay, Engine. Yeah, there you go, yeah.
God damn.
And then, you know, like, they went through, you know, like, and they're all money-grubbing little idiots who don't fucking know what the hell is even going on out there.
I'm not sure you do either. You've gotten every name wrong so far.
Hey, I know what things are, just I don't remember their names, all right? J Stone.
Yeah, you even know who Seth McCracken
All right,
was.
Jessica over with the girl's name. All right, Jessica. Your beard.
Uh-huh. Hey, man, bearded ladies can make some money.
I
Richard.
suppose if you're into that.
You know, what?
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know.
God damn it.
But yeah, so like, does anyone else just like really think like, okay, like how stupid are all these freaking people for doing any of these things that they did out here on the
Very
island?
stupid.
Like
Like,
everything,
like-
like every single
kinda
move
Kelly's
they
here.
made was just stupid.
Okay, I'll tell you this much. I don't think those guys are great, but if I had to choose between hanging out with all of these people and the people in Walking Dead, I would take these people every goddamn day of the week. Because they're
These people are
still
gonna get
not
you
as
eaten by a
stupid as
fucking
the Walking Dead
Velociraptor or
people.
T-Rex.
What's that?
I said these people are gonna get you eaten by a goddamn Velociraptor or T-Rex.
Well, that's all fine and dandy, but there is no Velociraptor or T-Rex. But
That
the
you
people
know
in The
of.
Walking Dead managed to get eaten by really slow people on a weekly basis. That's how dumb they are.
That's
Why-
not actually true anymore.
Why wouldn't they have brought a fucking tank with them or like an APC instead of that weird bus thing that was apparently lighter than anything else? They could have brought a fucking tank or an APC or like a tank bus, you know, actually built something with armor instead of something that got smashed by a fucking T-Rex right away. Fucking take something out there, hit it with a semi a few times to see if it withstands, you know, something like that. And, you know, just see what happens. Don't, you know, they didn't test any of this shit at all. Like, yeah, we
Here's
got
what
this
I wanna
thing that
know.
hangs them
Why
up in the
didn't they
trees.
use the fucking power armor?
This is an Alien
come
or Fallout.
You just go out there and just like
Fallout.
wrestling a
Like,
fucking
why don't they
T-Rex.
like? You know what? I'm kind of pissed off. We don't have Fallout power armor. Like, what the hell is everybody doing?
They're working on it.
I mean,
No, they're not. They're working on touching their butt. I don't know what they're
that's
doing.
actually what I was gonna say. Is like they're too
I think
distracted
they
by
probably. I
porn.
think they're like, wait, hold on.
make
Can
power
somebody
armor.
draw me a map to my butt? And their guy's like, I don't know if we can make a map that precise. It's impossible.
I don't
I mean,
know.
think
with-
about this, guys. We're in an era where we have fucking TVs that are great. They look almost real, but we don't have teleportation or fake hearts that work. What the fuck?
I mean,
RoboCop. All of those movies are bullshit.
we definitely have fake hearts that work. They're not.
like-
they don't.
not
no, they don't work
RoboCop
like.
fake.
No, but they still work.
That's right.
Um,
This is like 30 years after RoboCop.
Yeah.
We ended
Well,
up
it's been
in the
30 years since
shittiest
the
alternate
famous RoboCop
universe,
Dick
except
Massacre.
for the whole crime part of RoboCop. That part seems like it sucks.
But we felt. Yeah, we kind of felt like that was going to happen with Detroit and all that shit. The way everything was going and shit. You know, just you see all the stuff with everybody abandoning the houses in outskirts of Detroit and shit like that, and just like kind of crazy just seeing the houses. You could buy houses out there for like $500 just because nobody wanted them. Nobody wants to live
Yeah,
there.
I literally watched a video. They were selling houses in Detroit for $1 to people.
Yeah, just like on the outskirts, it's
Yep.
crazy.
And people weren't buying them still.
Yeah, because there's nothing in there. Everybody's already pulled all the copper out of the walls. And,
I know, right?
Yep.
so I feel like they do need RoboCop there, at least a little bit. At least in
Well, I
those
mean,
areas.
There'd be a lot less kids running around.
Yeah,
They
there'd be no
just-
dicks
sure.
anywhere.
They just
There'd be
need a
nobody
flood
having
that's
dick.
fast enough people can't get away. And it'll wash all the trash out. And then, some people can move in that are
So
worth
pretty
something.
much what you're saying is we need to get Steven a suit of power armor and unleash him and
I need to
Detroit.
get shot a whole lot by criminals, and then I get armor, and then I'll shoot the fuck out of everybody.
Ricky, I think he just wanted us to shoot him a lot. He said criminals, but I could see through the my mind that he used quotations.
He did.
said it.
And
So he wants to be RoboCop.
Well, I
so
mean,
we'll
like
have to
honestly,
I do wanna be
you
RoboCop.
Say that like you've never committed in criminal activity at some point in time in your life?
I mean, everybody's
this is on
speeding and
recording. I
stuff like
haven't
that.
done anything. Ever.
I've
I've
never
never
done
committed a crime or felony.
Damn it! I was trying to get some fucking cash on a bounty there. But oh well.
But I don't want to be
Better
like
next time.
RoboCop in the first movie where you don't get any, don't have any free will or anything like that. You got to wait till later on when he starts unlocking free will and shit. So
Well, he had to go on a soul-searching journey and
That's
find
right.
a free will unit.
yeah.
First Farnsworth kept that shit hidden.
Yeah.
Damn it, Ricky! Every time you bring it back to fucking Futurama or Family Guy.
He had to go do a walkabout.
Well, I mean, everything relates back to those things, so it's full circle.
Yeah, so I don't know. This movie, the book, I remember being really good, and the movie was like a humongous
I have
disappointment.
Oh,
never
yes.
once read the books.
And then they only had 2 books, and then they made a 3rd movie for some reason. So I don't know what's
Yeah.
up with that.
Well, people got greedy and they decided to continue fucking with
Did
dinosaurs.
Spielberg direct the 3rd movie too?
I don't know.
But apparently that one's a turd bath too.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I
Isn't
did
that-
discover something. So I'm watching this movie, and I'm like looking at, and there's the scene when they first get there, and they're all driving their little go-karts and making the animals run away.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I was like, now I know why everybody hated the Phantom Menace so much. Because the Phantom Menace has that scene where the droids are driving and making all the animals run through. And that's what it is. They all just associate it subconsciously with this movie. And they're like, that movie was a turd, and so is this one. And then you add an annoying screeching monster in the middle of it, i.e. the baby T-Rex, and then Jar Jar Dinks.
Oh man, that fucking. Why would you even why would you take the fucking T-Rex with you? Just fucking leave it. All right, it's nature.
Shoot it.
Just
Oh,
let it
yeah,
go.
that was
Fucking
probably the
shoot the thing
stupidest
and be like,
fucking
I'm
decision
sorry
they ever
you're
fucking
fucked up,
made.
bro.
Like, that's fucking
I mean-
nature, dude. Just.
Well, I
fucking
mean,
deal
you
with
could
it.
put it out of its fucking misery. It's gonna die anyways.
Oh,
It's better
yeah.
just to finish it off fast than have to suffer and get eaten by something like its mom and dad.
So, if given the opportunity, would you go to that island to go hunt a dinosaur?
To hunt a dinosaur?
Yes.
I think hunting is idiotic.
I have no desire to go hunt an animal, so no.
Now, no,
I know.
I'm actually
Not
just
for me
joking.
either.
No, I don't have any interest in hunting a dinosaur because
I don't.
I don't want to get eaten by a dinosaur.
Right.
Well, what if you were up in a helicopter the entire time, you're doing pig hunting, but
That's not
pterodactyl
fun.
would
Okay,
take you down.
first off, dude, what they do in Texas, because what they're trying to do is get rid of a fucking invasive species.
oh yeah, there's
with the
fucking
helicopters.
millions
That's
of
not
them.
pig hunting. That's pig extermination. That's a totally different thing.
Well, obviously
and I'm
you're gonna have to
sure,
do that on
I'm
those
totally
islands.
sure there's some fat old white dude that's like, man, flying around in this helicopter and shooting pigs has got my dick so hard that I jizzed in my pants when I shot my first pig. And it's probably great for them, but for me, I'm like, I don't want to be flying around. First of all, helicopters are fucking terrifying. I've operated machines my whole life, and the whole thought of being inside of a machine that can't glide to the ground when something breaks is like,
And they're not very
fuck
smooth,
that.
are they? And they're just like,
Yeah, they're all over the place, and all
Um,
kinds of shit can happen to them, and then you're dead.
You may not know how helicopters work because unless the prop actually breaks off, they can glide.
Okay, so you can counter rotate a helicopter. I do know that, but
Okay.
I have talked to an actual. Okay, I have been around Eric's and Air Crane helicopter pilots that pilot helicopters 10 hours a day. What they told me was when you hit the ground at 30 miles an hour, counter rotating that's about all you get.
Yeah, but it saves you.
I mean, you're hitting the ground at 30 miles an hour, and we both know where I would be if we're shooting at dinosaurs out of a helicopter. I would be hanging out of the helicopter. So it means it's going to shimmy, and then I'm going to fall off of it, and then the helicopter is going to smash me at 30 miles an hour.
Well, I mean,
After I hit the ground.
so long as it hits your head, Eric, you'll be fine.
And that's not if there's any air pockets, because you get these weird ass air pockets where you shoot up and down. If there's an air pocket in there, you're hitting it at fucking 80 miles an hour. you're dead. Like it's not like being in an airplane where you can. Well, some
airplanes hit
you
air
can-
pockets as well. That's what when
That's
you feel
right.
the roughness in the air, you're literally dropping sometimes 100 feet and then catching air again. And people don't realize how
Yeah.
far the plane just fell out of the sky before they caught
That's
air
right.
again because it just shakes a little.
And being inside of a helicopter, because like I've also heard if the fucking rotor stops, if you go like get hit one of those air pockets and the fucking thing stops because the engine died, getting it to counter rotate again is not that easy.
No, I wouldn't imagine it would be.
So I mean, you got to be with like a top, and engine isn't going to spend the money for a great helicopter pilot. They're gonna
No,
have
they
some guy
fucking
like
spent
me
them-
that's flown a helicopter for like an hour and a half and is like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but they're paying me a lot of money.
They
I'm
went as,
sound like I really know.
they went as cheap as possible on their computer engineer in episode or in the first one. So of course they're not going to spend a whole lot of money on a good helicopter. Come on.
Oh, they wouldn't even afford me. They'd be some guy who's working for $10 an hour.
And then they build
They
cages
picked up at the fucking Lowe's.
then they build cages that are easily busted out of by the fucking dinosaurs they're trying to capture. So it's like, come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, not to mention they have no like then they have no perimeter security around their fucking camp. Explain to me how Vince Vaughn just walks into somebody's camp.
He's apparently some military awesome guy. I have no idea.
The guy's fucking 9 feet tall. He'd have to be crawling on the ground, and even then, his ass sticks up higher.
He was
than most of their
pretending to.
heads.
He was pretending to be a dinosaur.
Everyone was
Oh,
distracted by
yeah.
that presentation that the dude was doing.
Yeah.
Full on tandying it.
He's wearing the fucking dino suit and all.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
man.
that dinosaur's awful tame. He looks kind of friendly. Rawr.
Is that a pair of bolt cutters in his hand? Crazy
Yeah.
fucking dinosaurs.
I like how they were all afraid of the tall grass with the raptors and all that shit, and yet in the first movie, the raptors are hunting people in the forest and shit. It's
Yeah.
like,
Everywhere.
yeah, well, yeah, they were everywhere, but it's like they don't encounter them in the tall grass. They fucking they're not
Well,
Pokemon.
see,
Come
that's
on.
where you encounter all the Pokemon at, so they figured that's where you're going to encounter the Velociraptor.
Yeah.
Well, here's the other thing. They didn't encounter them in tall grass in the first one because that was on an island where they had people running around with mowers all day long just mowing shit down.
They're keeping everything down.
Keeping everything down,
They were.
yeah.
They knew that the Velociraptors would get into the tall grass, so they're like, "Fuck it, we got to mow all this shit down. They can't hide in
Exactly.
there."
Well, I mean that's where lions hunt in the tall grass. So I imagine that's what they're trying to go for is the similarity between the Velociraptor and the lion.
Yeah, like a really fucking smart lion.
Yeah, I mean I think I would rather deal with the Velociraptor though, because it seems like they'd kill you a lot faster. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I don't know. Don't they use a person as bait in one of the movies?
Are you talking about Predator?
I
No.
don't think so.
It's fucking Jurassic Park.
I don't know. You watch lions on TV and stuff; they're pretty good about getting the neck. So they knock
Fuck
your ass
that.
out.
I've
so.
seen all kinds of wildebeest video where they grab the thing and they're fucking throwing it in the air and shit. It's like, no.
Oh, now what you wouldn't want
Fuck
to get killed
that.
by is like a hyena, because they're just going to start from your ass and work their way in.
Well, that's what wolves do too. I've seen fucking videos of wolves eat as they're giving birth to the little fawn. So here comes the fawn's trying to stick its ass out, and then the wolf like bites into it and is like, "I'm gonna get you out of here," and then that would suck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. And then everybody's like, "Wolves are beautiful, majestic." Like fuck that, they eat fawns' asses.
They're the priests of the nature. Sorry, guys.
God damn it. That's fucking hilarious.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
I mean that's like it's so fucking fucked up to do that, and this goddamn wolves.
So pretty much in this movie, so like the first party's boat was just sitting offshore, a couple miles offshore.
Yep.
Yeah.
Couldn't you just, I don't know, like gone to the bank where like he dropped you off at, maybe fired a fucking flare up in the air?
The flares went over the cliff with their radios and everything else in the bus.
Okay, but you see now they got in with the other group now. So
Who
now they
also
have a
doesn't have any
flare.
flares.
The group doesn't have flares?
No, because they didn't think they could possibly lose.
So
I'm
here's the
pretty
thing,
sure they
guys.
had
You know what the
flares.
answer is? You take one of those things, you find some gas or diesel out of one of their things, and you start a big fucking forest fire.
Yeah.
going away from you,
Yeah.
and then you just stay. Then you just like send up smoke signals like SOS or something. I don't know, but if you had a fire, at least it would scare the dinosaurs away.
Yeah, at the
for
very
a while.
least, I mean, hopefully the freaking, the boat driver's gonna see that fire. Like, maybe I should come a little closer and check and see
Yeah.
you guys, waving at him like, hey, come and pick us up. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go pick him up real fast. And then boom, movie's fucking over. You guys left. You never had to go to the interior of the fucking island to go and see if a fucking old fucking communications center that's been sitting there dilapidated for fucking years still works.
The other thing that's stupid is they called the island 5 Deaths. And it's like, well, what about when a 6th person dies? Do you change the whole name of the island? Like,
No, I think it's 5 islands, so each one of them is a death place. So that's what they were meaning, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
so what? There's
Was there-
5 dinosaur
Yeah, but
islands?
didn't those islands
there's-
kind of
yeah.
look like Hawaii though?
I don't know where they filmed this.
I don't know.
It
but
looks
looked
to me like they
Hawaii.
filmed it somewhere where there's redwoods and not any actual jungles, because we've all seen Lost.
So they filmed it at the Redwood Forest in California?
I'm pretty
Probably.
sure they filmed it in the same place they filmed the that chase scene in what is it, the Ewok Jedi movie, the third one, Revenge of the Ewoks.
Yeah.
So-
Ewoks. Mhm.
Yeah.
So it
So
was filmed at Kauai Prairie Creek Redwood State Park.
hmm
Sorry. It's filmed at Kauai. These are different places, apparently.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Kauai, then Prairie Creek Redwood State Park, Patrick's Point State Park, Eureka, Burbank, and San Diego.
So yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm 99% that Peter Stormare died in Eureka, because it looked just like Oregon from there, and Eureka's like spitting distance from Oregon, so
Yeah.
I was like, that's definitely the coast right there. That looks exactly like fucking Yachats where I worked. Doesn't look like a tropical jungle. Even I guess it's rainforest, but it's not tropical by any stretch.
Ugh.
The tall grass was probably Kauai.
Yeah.
That's probably like a thing.
There's
I think I've
no
seen tall grass in that one Hawaiian movie with Adam Sandler.
51st States.
Yeah.
There is no way that guy that boat pilot would come back to the fucking island anyways. If they were in trouble, he's like, I already don't want to be here. I'm not gonna fucking come
Well, I
get
mean, like,
you
didn't they pay
if there's
him? No
dinosaurs
shit,
coming
dude.
after you.
All they'd
Steve,
have
you're
to-
the boat guy.
I'm already
You're the-
at home. I'm sitting at home, just like hanging out with my family, going, those guys are dead.
Yeah, I think I'd be like, I'd just look at them all. You guys didn't hear anything, did you?
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, that's why you
right.
just got to call him on the radio, had they not lost the radio, and be like, hey, so we got the information we needed, and we're just ready for our pickup. Just totally calm.
You wouldn't even get an answer from me. I would have already been out of service
Radio
area.
distance,
Radio
just
distance.
like
Service
gone.
I would have
area?
been gone. I would have
Yeah.
been gone. I would have been home.
Steve already called Hammond, and
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
They're lost. They're gone.
Yeah, so I just picked them up, to take them back, and they all said that they don't ever want to talk to you again. You won't ever hear from them again. That you're an asshole, and that you should pay me extra because it was pretty dangerous when I extracted.
And I brought
them.
my kid there. All right.
I even brought my kid there so she could help, and she saved the tall guy's life. So I mean, you got to pay me extra.
So,
And then Hammond would be like, "Okay, I'll do anything with my money," and Steve's like,
he'll spare no expense. All right.
"Yeah."
Unless it's
Except
on
for-
expenses for security.
Unless it's for every single thing. Unless it's everything.
Let's just say this was an expedition that somebody was like, I want you to handle planning this. Okay, my first thing would be like, do we have two, warship class, like fucking helicopters with mounted machine guns? I mean, we're talking like Santa Blanca fucking helicopters with machine guns and 50 cals. And I'd be like, okay,
Fucking tanks, flamethrowers.
do we have power armor? And they're like, no, we don't have power armor. I'd be like, oh, all right. I need that guy that's on Game of Thrones to carry around a 50 cal. Okay. So
What,
we can
Hodor?
shoot. And then the T-Rex would be like, roar, I'm going to fucking get you.
Oh
And then
man.
it'd be like,
Then we gotta.
boom, it's dead.
Then we capture
Stuck
the
at 50
T-Rex
cal.
and stick the guns on the back of it. And we're riding on a mounted,
Hell
gun platform.
That's right.
This
I mean,
just
shit,
turned
they
into a
didn't even
movie
get
based on
Bert
the
from
80s.
Tremors to help. and that guy will do anything.
Yeah, apparently.
Oh man, we knocked that fucking.
All the thousands movies.
We knocked that T-Rex out. We just fucking start putting stuff on its back. Once it gets up, we're all good. It's gonna fuck some stuff up, and we'll be able to shoot the shit out of stuff off the back of it.
And once
Be
you
hilarious,
get off, you
though.
just tag it with a couple more tranks, knock his ass out again. You're good to go.
I can see it now
Well, my
trying to get you
favorite
off the
is
back
they'd
and
be
be
like,
Yeah,
trying to reach around. Wait, nope.
trying to give you a reach around, huh? God damn it.
And that's why dinosaurs are so mean. Or that's why T-Rexes are so mean and upset because they can't do a reach around.
I even have a great plan for getting to knock the dinosaur out. I'd just be like, I'm going to take Ricky with me, right? And then here we are, and I'm going to be like, look, Ricky, you and I cannot take a shower at all. No showers for us. Then here comes the T-Rex. I'm like, Ricky, both of us got to drop our pants. That T-Rex would smell a combo ball sack ass smell and would be like, "Thrrr." And then it's super sense. It'd be like shining a really bright light into something with really good eyesight's eyes, except for, it has really good smell. So that fucking thing would just pass out.
Or it'd throw up on you.
It'd
Either
be
way,
overloaded. No, it would literally start having a seizure and pass out.
They talk in the first movie about how the T-Rex can't see you if you stop moving. All this shit.
Oh, you can see them fine in this
But-
one when they weren't moving.
Yeah, no, I mean the two girls were laying in the bed, and he didn't get them, so
That's
it
true.
was fine. But
That's because it was the Ricky
Yeah.
T-Rex and it's smelling. It's like,
yeah. But yeah, it's
Ooh.
got. So then they talk about this thing where it's got the largest olfactory fucking, whatever cavity in fucking nature, besides
So
some
even if
other
it didn't
animal.
see you, it would
It
fucking
could
smell
fucking
you.
smell you. There's no fucking way it wouldn't know where anybody was. I understand the first movie because it was raining, but after that, once
Right.
the rain goes away, it's gonna fucking know exactly where you are. There's no fucking way. Just
Why
because
is
you
it
stop
always
moving,
raining on Dinosaur Island.
because it's in fucking tropical area. It rains a lot there.
Okay.
It's probably in the Bilt, which it always rains there.
Plus, it makes these movies so they can just have their weird sprinkler things that you can see from the sky.
That's
from
right above
inside the
T-Rex's
movie,
head.
yeah.
Like in the first
What's
one.
I really like the part where the guy's backing up, spinning in the mud, pulling something.
Yeah.
I'm like, can any of these people ever have been in the mud before trying to pull somebody out? That's not the way you get it out. You would literally, I'm not even shitting you. If you have your vehicle parked and it's skidding and then you gun it, it's going to scoot off the thing faster. If you're breaking traction.
Wouldn't you have used the cable to wrap around a tree before you wrapped it on or tied it to the thing too, to have a little bit more like, something to stop everything from
I
sliding,
would have just
right?
tied it to a tree and been like, you're going to have to climb up.
Yeah.
Also, if they spared no expense, you have a front and rear because you're not going to just have one on the front because you can't always hook to something that way. So he could have taken the back one to a tree and the front one to the trailer. And
Yeah,
just,
and just
Well, we
engaged
saw-
the
we
fucking
s-
back one and just fucking winched itself and everything else.
yeah.
Like I said, we
good.
saw the bus. He definitely spared expense because that thing sucked. The fucking
Well,
bus
here's the
in
thing.
Land of the
Who
Dead
fucking
was
parks
better than
it
that
next
thing.
to a
Well,
goddamn
you know where they
cliff?
got that.
Yeah, that too. Like,
That
why
was-
the fuck would you park it next to a cliff?
You'd never do that.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
what
wait
the
a second.
fuck?
That was
Did you
just
guys,
two school
you guys
district buses from
parasailed this
Detroit.
fucking boat. You guys parasailed this fucking bus in, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it weigh?
It's just-
50 pounds? I'd be over there like
50?
pick the back end up. This fucking thing weighs 50 fucking pounds. Oh, hey, I got an idea. Hey, let's attach that parasail onto it. That way when they sail it off the fucking cliff, it'll just glide into the ocean and we can get our fucking pedals out and just rowboat our way back to the fucking mainland. You fucking bunch of idiots.
They
I mean,
needed
don't-
they needed the RV from Wild Thornberries. It's got like a fucking raft in it. They could have just gone across the ocean
Oh god.
and not had any
Well, I
problems.
Yeah, if we're gonna use like cinema stuff, why don't they use the Magic School Bus?
There you
Oh
go.
god, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
It could have just turned into a dinosaur and been fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the Magic School Bus dinosaur would have been fucking one of the T-Rex dinosaurs, and everybody'd
I'm
be happy.
glad I'm not the only person whose mind went straight to that.
Or to the Magic School Bus fucking a dinosaur.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm not the only one whose mind just went straight to that.
All right, so they capture the fucking T-Rex. They put it on that boat. What the fuck killed everything on that boat? They try to hint that it's
wasn't
the
the
T-Rex,
T-Rex.
but the T-Rex can't make it into a lot of those small compartments.
Well,
There's
not
no
only
way.
that-
Velociraptors, bro.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, but you never see anything
Then where
like
did
that.
they go?
Yeah.
They're still.
That's
because
because you don't see those things. It's
So are
like-
we saying
it's like people
there's
talk about
Velociraptor?
seeing Bigfoot, right? Yeah. How many fucking mountain lions does anybody ever see? Like fucking one.
These
Nobody sees
velociraptors
mountain
somehow
lions.
got off the boat in the city, though.
So then they're there in San Diego, or probably in the hills outside, now.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking like munching on everything.
They're
People are
actually
missing
posing
animals.
as hipsters.
That would have been a better.
Evolved.
That would have been a better Jurassic Park 3. If they would have had to go find these fucking raptors out in the fucking woods.
Pack of raptors
Yeah.
in the woods in Seattle, not Seattle,
San Diego.
Well, that was the whole thing in the. That was Lost World 2, right? Where they were going to find the raptors' nests.
That's number 3,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they go in the book they go to try to find raptors' nest to take them out.
Yeah. The raptors fucking hump their asses down.
Yeah. It's
Did
real
this
fucked.
movie have the invisible dinosaur that the Lost World book had in it?
No.
No.
Lost World, no, that was in the Jurassic World movie, the first Jurassic World movie.
Yeah, I don't remember if it was the same kind of because the one in the book was like it wasn't an Allosaurus size hunter. It was like a smaller T-Rex, but it could fucking turn invisible, basically.
That's the one they had to hide inside the buildings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember that. It did not have that in this movie. No.
Jesus. I mean, like I said, we almost made it through the whole fucking movie. It took us anyways. We're gonna have to watch the movie the day before. It looks like.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
Anyways,
they would have done way better if they would have followed a little bit more in the book. I think the book had a hell of a lot better shit, and they did this whole thing where it was like, all right, we're gonna do like King Kong and bring this thing to fucking everybody else because that's what we want to do. We want to bring a big monster thing that's gonna eat people to a major city.
Yeah.
who's that fucking stupid?
Plus, the Coast Guard would have stopped that fucking boat before it got that far, or at least
God, yeah.
attempted.
Oh
You know.
no! My cousin owns a boat, right? Or he owned when he sold it. He's telling me. I was asking about smuggling drugs and stuff, just as a joke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would never smuggle drugs. And neither would he. That's terrible. But
Yeah.
We're on
No, he
camera.
wouldn't. They wouldn't.
no, I'm serious. I actually wouldn't. But
He actually was
anyway, I was. So I was asking him. I was like, "So how does that work? Do you have to go through something and then they search the boat?" He's like, "Literally, what you do is you park your boat, you get onto the mainland, and you're supposed to call the port authority to inspect your boat, or call whoever to
You
inspect
go
your
out
boat.
of your way to.
You have to go.
No.
So he says sometimes you have to get on a bus and go halfway across town to go to the place to let them know that your boat. So I'm like, that. Are you serious? He's like,
But that's
Yeah.
that's not a huge fucking ship like this thing. This thing is a fucking massive ship going really fast towards the coast. They have radar also. Somebody's gonna see that shit and go out there and try to stop that thing.
Yeah, this is like a modified
radar
oil
like that?
tanker.
Because,
Those
I
are
mean,
like,
boats.
They have
in
radar like that
in
because
every
they saw it. They
That's
saw
not
it
true
coming
because
in.
Think about this. In that Seal movie we just watched with Barry Seal, they would fly low at like 50 feet or 100 feet, way, way below where the hell or way above where the hell that boat would be, and they couldn't see him on radar. So I think that's bullshit, Steve.
No, radar could find boats, man. They do that shit all the time.
Dude, I'm using movie logic as a joke.
Oh man.
Jesus. In Star Wars, they couldn't see it when they threw jam against the radar dish.
That was Spaceballs.
Well, yeah, they were jamming it.
Yeah.
They were jamming the radar. And I think it was like boysenberry or something like that.
Yes.
I hate boysenberry.
Well, I mean, they just call in a fake pirate attack. That's all you do. You call in, be like, "Yeah, there's pirates over here. They've got cocaine on their boat," and the Navy guys are like, "Cocaine? Hell yeah, guys, party! Hell yeah! All right, where are they at? Sweet."
So
Then
here's
what would
another
happen?
question. So raptors or something ate the crap out of people on the boat,
Mhm.
and the people themselves too, not just their crap.
Yeah, I was gonna say they ate
Yeah.
everything.
So
Yeah, uh-huh.
why did the guy even have his hand on the trigger in the first place to open it up for the T-Rex to come out? And then on top of that, why is it going up and down
So,
when
okay.
it's literally a push and hold button?
So the thought is the T-Rex is on the. I was looking at stuff for this because I was like, did I miss something? I wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. The T-Rex was strapped down in that cage on the top of the boat. It breaks out eats people on the thing, they are able to lure it into the bottom, but somehow that guy got injured and he was closing the thing. That's where that is. But the rest of the boat had to be killed by raptors because the T-Rex ain't getting into the rest of the boat.
No, like up in the front of the boat there, the driver's deck area. I don't know what that could
The bridge?
The bridge. So up in the bridge, if the T-Rex had killed him in there, the door would be ripped open, the top would be ripped
Like
off.
half of the freaking bridge would have to be freaking torn apart
Yeah.
for it to even get into
And
it.
there was no damage, so it
And
had
also,
to be
you're
something
probably
smaller.
not going to see body parts laying around if a T-Rex eats you. It's just,
Yeah.
going to swallow you.
That's
Dude,
true.
what if it was the baby T-Rex? What if it had used its healing factor to heal up its
And
leg and it was getting
teleported.
revenge?
And teleported from the airplane that it was flying on.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't even on the boat.
Well, there could have been twins.
It gave birth.
But they never mentioned it. The male T-Rex gave birth.
The male
Well,
T-Rex.
yeah.
I guess they
gave birth.
proved
Yeah.
that. I guess they proved that they could do that in the first one. Huh?
Wait
Yeah.
a second. Did you really see any dick and balls? Because I don't remember seeing any dick and balls.
That was in the the director's cut. You didn't
Yeah.
watch the director's cut
Okay.
one?
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
just
where
hanging.
Rockstar,
It's
you
just-
got
it's just
the idea
monstrous
for the
dong
swaying horse
everywhere.
balls.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just hanging.
No,
man.
Steve was telling me about a scene on that one. It's when he's got his head in the tent, and then the guy starts screaming. It spins around really quick and knocks him out with his penis.
Oh man.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know. This movie's like it's pretty goofy.
Yeah.
Some of the animation on it was like laughable.
Yeah, it was
The
weird. It looked
first
so
one-
bad.
Some
Yeah,
of
the
it at the
first
same
one was
time, though, some of
great.
it looks so good. Like
It was
there's a
probably because they
scene-
reused the same animatronics and stuff like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Where I feel like they did a lot of CG in this movie where they shouldn't have.
And not good CG
Yeah.
either. And
Yeah.
like the baby T-Rex, like who the hell took time to like paint that thing? It's like almost a perfect unicolor. It's fucking stupid. It looks like plastic.
Yeah, well, I feel like I
Isn't
feel
it-
like the baby would be more like camouflaged. That's how
Yeah,
animals
because I
work.
mean, all baby reptiles are all like baby crocodiles have a shitload of camouflage, don't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. He was just like a flat green. There was no camouflage.
There's like this
Maybe the
lizard.
whole
There's no flat colors like that in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the whole idea though about that was he was supposed to be protected by his parents, which were doing a tremendous job.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
know, right?
right.
You know, you believe me, they were doing just a tremendous job. It was absolutely great, terrific.
Hey, at the end, his dad teaches him to hunt.
It's true.
Oh, that's true.
I swear
And
to
then
God.
the Velociraptors probably were. You know what happened? The Velociraptors were inside the T-Rex the whole time. That's why you didn't see them.
Ah, okay. So it's Trojan T-Rex, right? That's what you're saying. So those fucking Velociraptors were controlling that T-Rex. It was just a T-Rex carcass the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're controlling it on the inside, and then they bust out of it and
makes
fucking.
sense.
They're definitely smart enough to do that. One of them's like, I just read about this in human history on the internet on the way over here in the boat.
Exactly.
They're just fucking like typing up everything on the fucking computer.
Well, I mean, like, there's no evidence to disprove that, so.
Yeah.
Are you
You
sticky?
know.
One of them was like, I watched this movie. We all got to go out the butthole. He did it on this rhino. It was awesome.
One of them's like, wait, I think I seen a movie like that. Was there an elephant involved?
Oh.
God damn it! Fucking, that was great.
I just
And
watched that the
horrible.
other day. And Kelly's like, is that fucking Grimsby movie? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I don't even want to watch it.
Oh, god damn it.
Elephant semen is the cure. All right, we all know
Didn't they
that.
do
now.
something like that, too, in the Tom Green movie?
He jerked off a horse, and I feel like he might have jerked off an elephant also.
Yeah, I think they're at the very end.
I don't think I saw this movie. I don't think I need to.
Freddy got fingered.
Yeah,
No, I
Freddy
did
got
not
fingered.
see Freddy Got Fingered.
Yeah. He fingered Freddy.
Oh man. Let's see. What rating did you guys give this?
What was that?
What rating did you give this?
I gave this movie 2 stars.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's not great.
It's not.
Yeah, mine's pretty low too, 2.5.
Yeah, I'll go 2 stars on this.
I'm gonna give it 3. It had one jump scare in it for me, and that raises the level a little bit.
I gave it 3 stars also. Next week's movie is Jason's Choice. What are you going to choose?
Well, I had something in mind, but I don't think Eric and Kelly can watch it, as you're aware. We talked about that. So I'm going to go with The Wizard.
Yeah, we're worried about your guys' internet working correctly.
What the hell is The Wizard?
It's a movie from the 80s, probably 1989 or so, that I really enjoyed as a child.
Okay.
I bought it. It is on Google Play.
What is it about?
It's about a young kid who is a really, like a Faisant? Nope. He's really good at games.
Savant.
Wow.
The kid's a croissant.
He's a croissant. Oh, man.
This kid is really unnaturally good at games, and he's in a video game competition.
Ooh, fuck.
Okay.
Oh my God, is this a biography of Dr. Disrespect?
Biography, yes, it is.
None of us can talk tonight.
I was yawning right before I talked. God damn it.
Oh,
Plus, I was
man.
excited you guys were talking about the 2-time.
God damn it, man. That's what we're going to get next week, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jason, choose
Hey.
the other one.
Choose the other one. But they won't be able to watch it.
Exactly. We'll do a beaker instead.
Oh, man.
I wanted to do the Black Mirror movie, but you have to interact with the movie and make choices that change the direction the movie goes in.
Oh.
I don't think it would work. Not with your current internet situation.
No.
I've
No.
never heard of that.
It's new, Ricky. It's new.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it came out like, I don't know, what, 2 weeks ago, Jason, or so?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it today,
Yeah.
though, and I was amazed. Like, the movie is really well done.
So,
I thought it was
quick
going to be
question,
kind of
like,
corny.
how do you even choose? How do you choose your own adventure on a thing like that? Like your controller, it'll have you pop up, or like what?
I use the mouse. You can also do it with the TV controller, but basically it gives you a
Yeah.
couple options, sometimes 3. And it's just like, literally, what cereal do you want to eat? And you choose which one. Or,
Oh, weird.
yeah. And so
What
you,
the fuck?
even the smallest decision, like choosing what cereal you want to eat, changes something in the, like, how your day goes. It changes it in some way.
Okay.
I could see that. I mean, if you start off your day with fucking,
Shittios.
I was not going to say
Ugh.
Cheerios. I was going to say you start off your day with like Choco Crispy Crunch, you're going to have a fucking good day. But then you eat instead you eat All Brand.
Oh my
gonna
god,
go
I was
spend a
thinking of All
Crusher.
Brand when he said that.
You're gonna spend a fucking crusher of an hour in the bathroom being like, oh,
Too much fiber.
Basically, though, the movie says it's an hour and a half, and you should give yourself a good 2.5 hours to get through it. Because depending on your choices, it can take a lot to actually get the credits to roll.
Okay.
It's like, do you want it to hang to the left or the right? I think I'm gonna be different and go to the left.
It's all kinds of questions just like that, just throughout the whole movie. Like every 5 to 10 minutes, there's a question, and it just completely redirects the story depending on what you do.
So why are people giving it such shitty reviews? I mean, what are people are? You know what it is? People are like, man, my choices suck. This
Yeah.
movie sucks.
Uh-huh. Well, it just goes to show you that
Have you watched the rest
lives
of Black
suck.
Mirror? You have.
Yes, I've
Did
watched.
it stand up to any of that stuff, or was it not as good as
It was
the other?
completely different, like every Black Mirror episode.
No, I know, but was it as good as those
But-
Black Mirror episodes, or not?
I feel like it wasn't as good as the best Black Mirror episodes, but it was better than a lot of them.
Okay.
It was in like the top 5 best Mirror Black Mirror episodes. But yeah, it was in like the top 5.
Now, would you
it
have
was
had
really
to
well
have actually
done.
watched Black Mirror?
No, not at all.
No, you don't have to watch Black Mirror for any of it, man.
No, you could come
You
in
could
and watch
watch any
any one
episode.
episode and you're fine. It's just the way it's done.
Yeah, Ricky, they're all like separate, independent stories that are like an hour long
Yeah.
about like the future and technology.
I see.
So,
It's
there's
like
some of them-
it's like Twilight Zone, but with technology, like kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you should show him the Star Trek one. He'd probably
Yeah,
like that episode.
that one is
It's
great.
a good episode.
That show though, you do find out in the very last one, all the different realities are interlinked in some way, and you learn that in the last episode that they've done so far. But you still don't have to have seen any of them for every one of them to make sense.
I don't know. You get that a
They're
little
all their
bit in
own
some of the
story.
thing because there's technology that works similar in different
Yeah,
different stuff. So,
but I do think it is basically like this world, this world, this world, and they're all different worlds, like layered on top of each other.
yeah. Just different time zones, maybe, or time zones, time periods.
Yeah, maybe even the same.
Different time zones. This is in New York. This one's in Los Angeles.
Jurassic time zone.
Oh man,
You just skipped 3 time zones when you did that one. Maybe 4.
yeah, I didn't want to talk about the other ones. I don't care about those other ones.
Those other ones, they should be ashamed of themselves.
Except for that one that doesn't do daylight savings time anymore. I guess it's not a time zone; it's just a state.
Why the fuck do we do daylight? What an idiot thing that we all just keep doing.
Yeah, it is real stupid.
It's something to do with farmers.
No, it isn't. You know when farmers get up, dude? Daylight. You know when they quit working? When it's not daylight anymore. And you know what they do during the winter? Lay the fuck around. They don't work in the winter. Had to do with factory workers because they were trying to like not spend as much money on fucking electricity or something.
There's Caboose.
This is our first time appearance of special guest
hello.
Caboose.
Yeah, usually it's our dogs, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael J. Caboose making his cameo.
How's it going, Caboose? You doing okay? You a good boy? You haven't made any noise, so that's good. You guys have heard him, actually.
Well,
so.
he untied my fucking shoe, so he's not totally good.
He's like, you're going to fall, motherfucker. All right. I think that's going to be it, unless you guys have something else you want to talk about. Let's.
No.
No, I'm good.
No?
No, that's not. Why did that not come up? What the hell? What are we doing? Get down.
Settle, boy. Get down. Come on, lapdog.
Sure, he's totally small enough to be a lapdog.
He thinks he is.
All dogs do.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook. Facebook.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, YouTube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions, Twitch.tv/Heroic Adventure, Mixer.com/Turkadur, and Twitch.tv/Turkadur Plays. You guys can also follow us on Twitter at HAP Gaming. You can follow me on Twitter at Turkadur. You can follow Erik on Twitter at
Quick and severe.
You can follow Kelly on Twitter at
Sugar Snuggles.
You can follow Ricky on Twitter at
Furry turtle balls.
You can follow Jason on Twitter at
Unbelievable one.
You can also email us at Steve, Eric, Kelly, Jason, and Ricky at hapgaming.com. Each one of those names individually at hapgaming.com. You can find all the stuff I've been saying in the description on youtube.com/Heroic Adventure Productions and twitch.tv/Turkadur Plays. That's going to be it. Join us on Wednesday as we play something. Not sure what it is yet. We'll figure it out, though. And join us next week as we talk about the Wizard starting at 7 o'clock. Talk to you guys later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
See you.